Good morning everyone. Today we'll discuss about the CO gas. CO gas means carbon monoxide gas. So we'll cover in this video related to TLV, threshold limit value, STEL, short term exposure limit, LEL, lower explosive limit, upper explosive limit. So these are the things which we'll discuss about, okay, about in details related to the carbon monoxide gas. Okay. So what is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide, it is basically a poisonous gas, or you can say the deadly gas which could be encountered in any burning materials. If any type of burning material started burning like rubber, maximum amount of smokes comes from the rubber, wood, paper, plastics, in chemical industries as well. Once the chemical started burning, so you will get the maximum amount of smoke which comes from the same material which is started burning. Okay, so that kind of things, yes, it is very deadly. If you inhale certain amount of ppm level, like 50 ppm or 100 ppm, so your lungs which is totally captured with the smoke only. So you inhale certain amount of ppm, okay, for a certain period of time, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you are in the same zone, in the smoke zone, which is totally trapped, which is totally covered with the smoke, okay, dense smoke. So it will be very dangerous. You may lose your life as well. Okay. So we'll also discuss about the symptoms of CO. The symptoms of CO, carbon monoxide, it is what, like headache. If you walk over there for a longer period of time, your headache, the head started paining, nausea, dizziness, breathlessness. Yes, your lungs which is totally covered with the smoke only. So the problem is the deficiency of the oxygen level over there. If you are walking in that zone, smoke started rising, it is totally covered with the in your whole zone where you are working. Okay, maybe in confined space, containers, tanks, or in closed compartments. Okay, so the fire is over there, smoke totally covered, the oxygen level which goes down. Okay, due to that you started suffocating. So that was like the dizziness and unable to breathe fresh air. Okay, so breathlessness and loss of consciousness. Yes, if you inhale certain amount of ppm, like 50 to 100 ppm, you may like go in a condition which is like unconscious. Okay, so these are the things. Where does it comes from? So the CO gas which comes from the burning materials, like the wood, maximum level of wood which is burning over there, in car engines, trucks engines, okay, due to diesel and all, consumption of diesel also it's producing maximum amount of smoke from the engine once the fuel started burning. Okay, in other burning materials, rubber, plastics, woods, small gasoline engine, gas stoves, burning charcoal, yes, maximum amount of smoke comes from the charcoal, which is like if you are working in like the industries where they are using charcoal to produce maximum amount of heat. Okay, like in the power plants, they are using charcoal to generate the heat level to produce the electricity, okay, for the work purpose. So that kind of areas where you will get the smoke, including home furnaces, and also related to other chemical liquids, or maybe like kerosene, petrol, diesel, and in chemical industries as well. So that kind of things which is burning, so you will get a maximum amount of smoke over there. So if you are working in that zone, be very careful. For safety precautionary measures, it is very important that you need to go with the detectors. You have to go with the detectors, put the detectors over there, check the smoke level, check the CO level. So it is clearly indicated once you on the detector, there is the beeping sound and vibration as well in the detectors. So once you on it, you will get the beeping sounds, detectors, and started proper giving message on the display panel. Okay, so the level of CO you will get like the written instruction over there, 25 ppm, 30 ppm. So that is the detectors. It is very important if you are working in that zone. It is mandatory or necessary that you need to carry detectors every time. And always you have to go with pre-post checklist. If you are working in any iron industries where the maximum amount of iron started burning and then making a new shape, so that kind of industries you are working where the heat level or smoke is too much, be very careful. Always go with detectors, go with inspection checklist. Pre-post checklist is very important. check all the things. Okay, it is mandatory or it is very important that you need to take care of your own safety and the safety of your workers. So safety checks are very important. Go with this inspection checklist, check all the things. Okay, use detectors, and also you need to utilize SCBA set, self-contained breathing apparatus. If you are working in that zone, compartments, sealed areas, okay, the area which is totally covered with smoke, always go with BA set. Self-contained breathing apparatus is very important. The things which is that it will save your life. So always go with BA set, operate it, put the mask, and then start breathing. There is reset button and other things as well which you need to check first, and then you have to wear it. So SCBA set is very important. Wear it and then go inside for rescue and for firefighting as well. Smoke hoods. If you have smoke hood, you can wear the smoke hoods. There are different kinds of smoke hoods is available in market. Dragger type. Dragger is best. So if you get that kind of smoke hood, wear it and then you can move out from that area. Follow inspection checklist and provide. Yes, it is very important. If you are working in the industries where they are using charcoal for the burning purpose, or the iron industry or the chemical industry, if any kind of material is burning over there, so it is very important you must know about the training of CO. It is very important that you need to go, your workers, all the workers were trained about how to come out in an emergency situations. So training is also very important related to CO, because smoke is what? Smoke is lighter than air, so it always go on top. So what you have to do, you have to go down. You have to go down, sit down, crawl yourself and try to reach towards your nearest emergency exit. Always choose safe route. Okay, safe and short route. So try to go towards nearest emergency exit and then reach out immediately. These are the things which is very important. You are using smoke hoods, SCBA sets, walk over there and then come out in a safe way. Okay, always use detectors. There are multi-gas detectors, H2S detectors, smoke detectors, other highly hazardous gases detectors over there. So multi-gas detectors you need to utilize. Put it over there, check the exact level and then you need to work. Okay, these are the things. These are the mandatory checks. TLV, threshold limit value. Threshold limit value of CO gas, which is 50 ppm. So you can work for more than you can work for 8 hours. Okay, but again you have to go with proper precautionary measures, like you have to go with EVA with hood, EVA with mask or SCBA sets. Okay, then short-term exposure limit. Short-term exposure limit, it says around 200 ppm, so you can work for 15 minutes. In STEL, short-term exposure limit, always you have to work for 15 minutes, come out, take rest for 1 hour, 2 hours. Again go with BA set, go inside, walk over there, finish your work and come back. Okay? IDLH, immediately dangerous to life and health. If the ppm level like 1200 means 1200 ppm, no need to work over there. If you go inside, you will lose your life. Never work the area where the limit of IDLH which is totally crossed. Don't work over there. Stop your work, secure your tools and equipments and immediately come out. Inform to your seniors. Inform to the seniors. You have to go with the shutdown system, emergency shutdown, ESD system. So you can activate that system, ESD emergency shutdown system, come out, report to the seniors that the level of smoke or the other toxic gases has crossed the limit. Okay, so no need to send any workers over there. Don't send any workers because it is totally limit crossed. That is what the dangerous level. And now we'll discuss about LEL, lower explosive limit. Lower explosive limit says 12.5 ppm. If you are working in this zone, LEL or UL, in between this zone called explosive limit zone. So it is very important, the presence of CO with the oxygen as well, the proper mixture of air. The LEL says lower explosive limit with the minimum concentration of oxygen which is mixed together, that forms LEL level. That forms LEL, lower explosive limit. And upper explosive limit says the maximum concentration of air which mixed together. So that comes under UEL, upper explosive limit. So if we are working that kind of zone, again be very careful, don't light any material. Like if you are going for welding work, no need to light it because you are working in that range it may explode, it may blast. Okay, so these are the things which is very important points over there, so be very careful. For first aid treatment, immediately you have to carry out the casualty, immediately drag out the casualty from dangerous zone to the safer zone. So once you come out with the casualty, go and then try to hold the casualty from underarm section. Okay, or you can go with the fireman lift. So it is very important, go hold the casualty from underarm section and then drag out from dangerous zone to the safer zone. Once you come out with the casualty in a safer zone, go for the checks. Okay, whether the casualty is breathing, he may conscious or unconscious. If he is unconscious, go for CPR. CPR means cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is related to rescue breath and then 30 chest compression. 2 rescue breath, 30 chest compression. Again 2 rescue breath and 30 chest compression. So this is what the method of CPR. Okay, and immediately you have to call for ambulance and shift the casualty to the hospital. So these are the things, these are the mandatory or important things which already covered in this video. Okay, so understood everyone?